All right, hi everyone. This feature that I'm going to work on this video is very important. For those people who are not aware of Context Pilot, I'll probably start working on it already and you will know. Right, so let's go to our main branch. I will probably go and stash. So this feature is very important, right? So what happens right now is, let's probably go and give you a demo as well. I'm gonna, mm, let me switch to default. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, right. So what happens right now is you end up probably just selecting some piece of code, and when you do context pilot, relevant commits range, right? So it gives you the relevant commits, whatever the relevant commits are. When you hit enter, it will open it for you over here, and you can like just like copying this URL or whatever, right? And it will give you the description. Okay. Now these commits are all the commits that have ever touched the piece of code that I selected. Okay, this is like what context pilot is all about. Now, the trick over here is to be able to figure out what happens when someone makes a local change, right? So right now, let me actually show this demo to you. So remember this, we are doing from 61st line to 66th line, right? And we do relevant commits range. It gives us all these results. But let's say we added some new lines, right? Now, in this case, if I'm doing this same, the logic is same, whatever I'm trying to refer here, right? But the line numbers have changed. Now, when you do this, right, most of the times the output is going to be different. Why? Because this time you're doing from 64 to 60, maybe 70, right? But actually it was 61st to 66, right? If I kind of remove the new lines that I've made, right? So how do you figure it out, right? That's the question. Okay, so the way I want to do it is probably look at, okay, let's think about it. So the way I wanted to do, let's try to add these new lines back. Somewhere here, and let's do something, right? So let's try to do that, and let's look at get diff again, right? So I'm already able to get 57 comma 7, 57 comma 11, right? And let's also make sure that somewhere down here db handler class, right? So I made some change here as well, right? So this is 40 comma 6, 40 comma 7, 57 comma 7, and 58 comma 11, right? So I should be able to ignore all these changes. So how about this, that we locally run git stash, right, temporarily, and are able to figure out what are the new line numbers, right? So let's say I'm trying to run on this piece of code again. Wait a minute, this piece of code. So now this is 64 to 71 maybe, right? Yeah, 64 to 71, but it was 61st to 66 before. So how do you fix that? That's a question. Hmm. Okay, I'm thinking about it. See, if I would have done git stash, how would you still figure out the old line number, right? That's not possible. That might need, yeah, that's not possible, right? Yep, let's not do that. Okay, so one thing I understand is that we will have to figure out the new line numbers based on this git diff only, right? Hmm. Yeah, so we should be able to kind of revert it locally and then try and figure out the new line number for each of these, right? So for now, the okay, I'm gonna undo these changes. Okay, let's just git stash. Okay, right, I think I did. And probably open db.rs. No, actually it's diff v2.rs. All right, so this function is where we try to get the commit descriptions, right? Now over here, the very first thing that you should do is check if there are any local changes. Yeah, I think at this point I would also want in the file that is being queried, right? So you only want to do for the file that is being queried. If the local changes are there, you want to revert them and try to find the old line number. So for this, I think I should go to um, main.rs, get commit descriptions. Where is it called? Okay, I think this is there. Yeah, there you go, right? So is getting called here db.rs, right? So it's getting called two times. 437, 443. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, so in this case, this means that no indexing has happened yet. In this case, we directly call on the latest file. That's also fine. So I would want to change this to except one more file path. Dot clone, I guess I'll always clone. And this is also file path dot clone. Right, so we always do that. Just 1 second. Now, what does that give us, right? So this gives us an opportunity to be able to figure out that over here, is there any change in the file path? I hope that's, wait a minute, I think I should go back to db.rs. Was the, it's a string, right? So this should be fine. So what's your problem? Unused variable, no, that's fine. Expected argument 1 got 2. Why? I think I just changed it, right? This should not be failing. Actually, let me see. If I try to build it, it should pass. Yeah, it passes. Yeah, I mean, okay, honestly, this is very weird. Yeah, I'm passing the file path already. I don't know why this is failing. But okay, this is fine. So over here, we do have it. Now what I want to figure out is if um, local changes, right? And if there are any local changes for the given file path, you want to be able to say that, okay, do not return an empty vector. No, that's not what I want to do. I would like to, okay, what do you want, right? In this case, maybe let me just create a local changes function here that takes the file path. Yep, something like this, right? Okay. I don't know what does get status for clean. What are you passing? Is equal to, no, there's no is equal to here. src main.rs. There's changes in diff.rs. No, db.rs. Yeah, it does tell you if whether it's modified or not, is it? Nice. Cool. So if it's empty, it will tell you that it's not okay. But I would still need the diff, to be honest. But it sounds like a faster way to find out whether there's something has changed or not. I would actually quickly clarify what does, yeah, give the output in an easy to pass format for scripts. This is similar to short output but will remain stable across Git versions. Okay. So what does git status do? Show the working free status. Displays, okay, yeah. Makes sense. But what if I have added db.rs? What's the status then? It still remains the same, right? So if I commit sample, right, and if I do this, yeah, okay, no, this is, yeah, I'm fine with that because in that case now it's committed, right? So that's not local changes uncommitted, right? Because for commits that have been already committed, I don't really worry about them too much. Okay, sorry, it should have been uncommitted, right? Okay, sounds good. So in this case, what you want to do, you want to recalculate start line number and end line number, right? Based on the diff, right? Okay, so this is a to do for now. I'm gonna always return a vec which is empty vector, but there's also one thing you want to figure out. Okay. All right. I think for now, this is a good short video of what we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave it to you guys if you want to imagine what's gonna be the solution. In the next video, I'll be basically developing, I mean, making sure that this works. For now, I think it's a good overview of what we're trying to solve. Thank you guys.